Gary Enrod, table 12, please. Gary Enrod.
Are you going to put Phil's match on? It's on. Oh, we're not commentating?
No, I'm just doing that email. It's like you got it going.
Okay, I'll go smoke and then I'll come back and do some commentating.
Sorry, guys. We're back. This is Phil at the table. Phil is out of Calgary. John is out of Comox Valley League, Qualicum Beach, BC. Hey, Jeff, Brian, Ken. Hey, Millie. Wee, Phil. That table is now wide open. The 11's the only one you needed to play a little better position to get. This is a B-side match. Yeah.
I'll talk to Nick. You might know somebody.
Okay. Hey, Edward, how you doing? I've been under the weather since I got here. Although today's gradually getting a little better, and it's all Ted's fault. You get a free open tab in the bar on Monday nights. First night of the tournament. Hey, Joey, Jim. It's a nice hit. Is he going to get lucky? No, he left Phil 4-ball for the side. And Joey, it says on the comment here, it says hello automatically translated. So what language are you trying to speak? Or type in. Nice little rub on that 3-ball. Yeah, Joey did win that from the Mike Burton home team. OB Rift break cue, I believe it is. Spanish. So, no excuses for Joey not to make a ball when we're playing league. She's got that new break cue. I don't know if I would have played top on that. I would have bottom right just to come out. He's okay, or he can go back and forth, but Spain Pro Snooker, hello. He's got this almost straight into this bottom left corner. First rack goes to Phil. And it'll be Phil to break. And here's actually our cue draw we got going on. We call it a giveaway. Make it legal. What we're doing, we're selling that digital coupon pack for 20 bucks. With that, you get your free entry into the Q giveaway. Anybody interested in that, it's $20 Canadian. You can email money transfer to qsportslive@gmail.com or look up our GoFundMe at Q Sports Live under GoFundMe and a $20 donation there. All we need for the comment is your email address so we can send that back to you. It's a beautiful Jacoby Q worth $900 US. We're hoping to be there for the VNEA Vegas as well. We're there for the ACS 2 weeks before. Hey Wayne, how you doing? So, in the advanced division here, it's always a bonus to win a game on your opponent's break. With that 11-3 tied, I think it's 11-3 tied up the top right corner there. think solids might be the way to go, but not a really easy opener. Millie, you just got to make pool your job and then you're all good. Yeah, that shaft, that Jacoby Black is an amazing, amazing shaft. And in that Q giveaway, we're selling, right now we got 50 tickets, $20 a ticket. And I don't know if Phil got rewarded there. He was able to get low ball, but the way they rolled, he's no love from the pool gods after that.
No doubt. Nah, Jim, we're good for you. It's there.
I will send that to your inbox, Jim.
All right, guys, we are back. Let's ramp it up a little bit. Bring some energy, bring some excitement into it. I've had my coffee. Things are good. We are live here at Lakeside Resorts, Penticton, BC for CCS BC Championships. Let's smash it. Get that share button going. We got John W. against Phil D. Phil D. happens to be from Calgary.
John is from Comox, BC,
Comox,
or
okay.
no,
Is it Comox?
Qualicum Beach, Qualicum Beach. Comox Valley Pool League is what he plays in.
They are racing to 7. Keep a stash of chocolate just in case. I actually did exactly that last night. Went and had a bunch of chocolate. Didn't help my game any, but it tasted good. Ooh, nice effort there. So still a little bit of work to be done here. I'm looking down the barrel of that 2 ball. It will slip past that 10 ball, past the 8 ball, down into this bottom left-hand pocket here. 4 ball into the corner, maybe even nudge that 15 out of the way, get onto the 4, push through. 2 ball up to the, or sorry, down to the bottom left. 1 to the right-hand side pocket, 5 ball to the bottom right, 7 ball into the left 8, into the same pocket. However, with that table mapping, kind of got a little bit out here, so gonna try the breakout, I believe.
I just ran out banking everything a minute ago. I don't know why he's taking so long.
Tough angle to get the breakout done on that one. What did you miss?
Everything.
Yeah.
We had
Brian and I have banked out this this rack already. We're on to the next one.
Yep.
Don't miss a shot from back here.
Then we had the ladies in an MMA match on the other stream
That's
table
right.
that you guys missed out. They were smashing cues over each other, and
We can accommodate that for you, Kevin. Hopefully that's a little bit better. So we'll see what Phil comes up here, or comes up with. I would have to say shape the one to the look outside pocket. Shape the one ball into the top right hand for the breakout. I don't even know if you need to break it out. If you can get the right angle on that one to the right hand pocket, a little bit of draw into the rail and just nudge that 10 out of the way to have the 4 to the top left. Right on, Adam. We did get that. We'll get that off to you here right away. So now he does have the angle, one into the right top. Don't know if he can quite do what I suggested there. One ball into the top right off the rail, nudge the 10 ball out of the way. We'll see how he hits it. Got to be a nice controlled shot here. Absolute perfection. That's how you do it. That's how it's done, Mr. Dennis. 2 ball into the top. Left hand, a little bit of left hand spin on this cue ball. Check that rail. Or you can go forward and put the 8 into the side pocket as well. That'll work.
Adam,
Well done.
just sent that off to you, back to your email. Thank you.
Absolutely well done by Phil Dennis. And one of our sponsors here at Q Sports Live, it is the Mike Burton Home Team, Remax Realty Professionals. These guys are out of Calgary and surrounding area. If you are in the market to either buy, sell, or in need of a mortgage, they are the ones to call, guys. They are the best in the business. Mike Burton, Mike Aboo.
And they are the ones that Joey won their Q giveaway. We were just talking before
Absolutely.
Grant got back here.
Yeah, and you'll see a lot from the Mike Burton Home Team. They are coming out with some pretty cool things. You'll see that on the Q Sports Live page. They'll be posting some of their information there. And even if you're not in the market, guys, head on to their website. Check them out, send them a message, let them know thanks for supporting the game that we love. They are pool players themselves, guys. You'll probably see them down in Vegas at the VNEA. If you're there, they are on Team Spainola.
And they know a little bit on how to play the game.
Yeah, they're pretty accomplished players
they're
themselves.
top level master players. And thanks, Adam. We really appreciate the support and buying that coupon pack. That's
absolutely
the way you guys can help us out, is going on and clicking on the sponsors' social media, website, stuff like that. And if you can, you want to win a nice Q, buy that coupon pack.
Absolutely. It's close. It's John Weeb, but I get where you're going with that, Tim. Really great movie, by the way.
They got number 3 just going to be coming out.
Yep. Silly question, what kind of chalk is that on the table? I'm not sure what chalk Phil Dennis is using.
I'll tell you in 1 second. It's probably that Talm. Nope. What's he using? It's not Master. It's not red.
No, it's not Masters chalk.
We'll ask him when he comes back and sits down.
Absolutely. Should check and see if we could get some Jacoby chalk. I don't know if Jacoby does have chalk.
I don't know.
If Jacoby comes up with chalk, I would assume it's Masters chalk with a Jacoby wrapper. Hey, thanks, Adam. We appreciate it. And in that coupon pack, you'll see some pretty awesome stuff in there. You've got Jam Up is in there. A couple of discounts from Q Sports Live are in there. You've got Bob Danielson in there. Who else is in there?
Max.
Max Eberly is in there. Some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, and we're going to be adding to that all the time.
Absolutely. As it comes up, we'll add them to it.
And if you guys got a company out there and you think you'd got something that people'd like a discount on, message us so we can tell you how we can put you in that.
Absolutely. We got the space, even for advertising.
Yep.
As you see with the Mike Burton Home Team and all of our sponsors here on Q Sports Live, if you have a company, you want some promo or advertising done, hit us up. Send us a message on our Facebook page. We'll get back to you. Let you know how we can accomplish that. In the meantime and in between time, if you are just tuning in, guys, help us out. Smash that share button. Where do you find the link? Which link? You let me know what you're looking for, and I will let you know how to do it and where to find it.
Where to go and how to get there. So
yeah, let me know, Kurt. Let me know what you're looking for. I'll help you out.
Joey, they're right now there's nothing local in Calgary, but we're trying to, for the most part, the pool industry. But I mean, anybody could, if you want a coupon in there, it's
absolutely
market it. If you want a discount on an oil change, if you guys own an oil change shop, we can put a coupon in there for you.
You bet.
Doesn't matter. The more and more we can get in there, the better it is. And we want to make that coupon book valuable in itself to buy, not just for the Q entry.
Yeah, of course, of course. So for the Q giveaway and where that link is, if you're in Canada, you can email transfer. That email is qsportslive@gmail.com. Outside of Canada, do a Google search for GoFundMe. Once you get onto GoFundMe, just search for Q Sports Live, and that is CUE, not the letter Q. Sports Live. You'll be able to find us there.
It's saying that didn't send to you, Adam, so I'm going to look you up on Facebook and send it to your inbox.
And with each one of those coupon books, or the CSL Viewer Advantage is what it's called, with each one of those, you do get one entry into the Q giveaway. Nice little touch from Phil Dennis. That leaves him 8 ball, top right-hand corner. Fairly safe shot. You'll be able to nudge into that 12 ball to stick the cue ball. No fear of scratching there.
So, Adam, that just came to your inbox on Messenger. You'll have to accept that. Mail system delivery, it said to your email, so.
Really well done.
Phil's on a mission. I could have typed it in wrong, but just as easy to send you on Facebook with your yellow vest profile picture, easy to find.
There you go. Oh, he says he's got the Facebook one. That's perfect. Phil Dennis lighting it up. 3-0 lead over John Weeb.
And talking about Jacoby on there, here is the Jacoby logo. I will play you a quick commercial. Thanks, Willie.
Phil the Thrill Dennis. What's going on, Mr. Hampton? And with Jacoby Custom Cues, guys, one of our new sponsors here on Q Sports Live. Make sure you go to their website, Facebook page, hit them up. Even if you're not in the market for a cue, the best thing that you guys can do to help us out, if you are in the market, obviously we want you buying from who it is that we're sponsored by. But even if you're not in the market, best thing you can help us out do is send them a message. Let them know you saw them on Q Sports Live. Appreciate the support, because without our sponsors doing what they do for us, we can't do what we do for you.
No.
So they are very, very important when it comes to sponsors. And I'm not saying that just for Q Sports Live. Anybody that's out there doing streaming that isn't support a pool, that have sponsors, same rules apply. Those sponsors are extremely important for the growth of our sport. So those that are there supporting it, sticking it out until we get to the big time, make sure you hit them up.
And Curtis, we just got your GoFundMe in, so we'll get yours on the way out here as well.
All right, Phil at the table. Looking like he's going to take the low ball here. Whether that was by choice or off the break, I apologize because I didn't get to see. Playing behind for the 2 ball. Nice shot. Hopefully he's got a little bit of angle on that too. He can pop off of there for the 3 ball. Does want to leave himself some angle. Doesn't want to be straight in on this 3. That way he can play for the 4 ball up to the, or sorry, down to the bottom left. The 5 does go top left. I do believe the 7 will pass the 1. If not, it still goes bottom left. 1 ball goes. Everything goes from here. Everything has a home. And just curious, with 140 people on watching, it is Thursday during the day. Who's at work? Who's getting paid to watch Q Sports Live?
Me. Sort of.
You're not getting paid.
No, yeah.
And also, if you are new, let us know you're a first-time viewer. If you're a first-time viewer, I'll give you a shout-out on the live stream.
Curtis, can you comment? There he is. I believe Kurt Meyer.
Yeah. When CSL hits the big time, don't forget about us. Kevin, that will never happen. We do have some pretty lofty goals here at Q Sports Live. We've got some things that we want to accomplish, given the position that we hold. A lot of lofty goals, but all baby steps, everything in its due time, and eventually we will get there. We want to do some pretty awesome things with this game. I love it. Like I've said numerous times, I'm certainly no Shane Van Boning. I'm not Stephen Halem. I'm not any of those guys. I don't have their skill on the table, but my passion will rival any of them. I love this game. We are here for the game. We're here for our viewers. And we have the best. We have the absolute best viewers out there. Without you guys doing what you do, hitting that share button, and without you guys tuning in each and every time, it would be myself and Ben, or myself and Ryan, or Ryan and Ben, sitting there talking with each other. Nowhere near as fun without you guys. What's happening, Cassandra? Yeah, welcome to it. It is absolutely that addicting. So John with a
good chance.
Yeah, he's got a chance here. So do you play this 12 off the rail and nudge that 4 out of the way so that the 11 ball goes as well? I think that's what I would be trying to do.
Coming up short here.
When are we going to see a basement session? I don't know if we'll go live from the basement. We're going to, we've got a home inside of
Leather
Pocket now. And that's where we'll do our Q&As. We have plans to do a little bit of a podcast where we get more into kind of the mental side of the game. Maybe a little bit of product review, all of those types of things. So we have some, like I said, we've got some really, really lofty goals. And
oh, foul.
He's not happy.
So
happy
five,
with himself there.
5 ball to the right-hand corner side.
Yeah, you got it, Jim. But you know what? We do have those goals, and I mean, there's been a few comments out there as to what value does Q Sports Live have to pool, and do we do any good for the game? Are we there for the players, so on and so forth? I can assure you guys 100% that we do have those goals. Those goals do include our viewers. They do include the sport as a whole. So, you know, it's I wish we could go into massive detail about it and what it is. But some of those I don't really want to divulge too much into what our plans are, because you know what, those are our plans. And it seems that, you know, when you're sitting in the number 1 seat, everybody kind of wants to take a piece of your cake. So some of the stuff is obviously, you know, our goals, what we want to see, what we want to do, and we want to be the ones to do it, right? When we're trying to blaze the trail, we don't want to give away our secrets. John, as soon as we can, we may do one actually this next weekend.
Maybe.
But typically, we are in our busy season right now, so typically if we get a weekend off, it's a good time for us to take a rest. But we'll see. If I have the energy for it, maybe Ben and I will. Ben's been off this week, so maybe he'll have the energy, I'll have the energy. We can go and get one done.
We might be able to set up, depending on the weather too, is set up our little corner there in Leather Pocket.
I think Ben was going to do that this week.
Was he?
Do you know of the tournament in Billings, Montana, and what the dates are?
September.
I do. No, it's September sometime.
Is that Alex's? Yeah.
Yeah. Let me have a quick peek. Let me see if I can find it.
So, Joe, that just came to your inbox in Messenger there. You'll have to accept that. Thank you very much.
September 6th, 7th, and 8th. Yeah, no troubles at all, Justin. All right. Phil actually got that last game. All right. John fouled on that 8 ball.
Yep.
I got it. Sorry, guys. I was more looking at the comments than I was paying attention to the game. So John at the table. We'll see if he can John Wick this one out. And
shoot 10,000 bullets into all the balls.
Absolutely. Just get the shotgun, put them all in a hole. You're good.
Yeah.
Oh, and this was going to be my other point as well. When we talk about other streaming companies, I mean it from all sincerity. We're not scared of the big bad wolf. We're not scared of competition. Quite the opposite of that. Without competition, excuse me, without competition, we'd have nothing really to compare ourselves to or make sure that we are doing things the way that we want to do it and always blazing the trail, making sure that we're kind of at the top of the pack there. So I do mean it in all sincerity. I watch a lot of the other stream companies, you know, that are out there live streaming, and we're grateful for them too.
You should take another sticker and stick it to your cat.
Yeah, right? He just wanted to be involved too with Q Sports Live. He wanted to show his support.
Bad kitty.
No, good kitty. Good kitty for supporting Q Sports Live. I get it. So John in a little bit tough here. Does have that 6-7 combination up to the top left-hand corner. Question is, what do? Do you draw in and no, you can't really draw in because I think the 6 is pretty much a straight shot to the cut angle he needs on the 7. Hitting a stick. There we go. Hitting a stick for the 3 ball, but you're going to have to feather light this in. Pocket weight shot with the hit and stick so you don't tie up the 6 ball.
Or do it that way. But
yeah,
tough.
Yeah, I like that hitting the stick instead and just pocket weight shot.
Again, you can cut the 5 to the right here, come around 2 rails, but again, he's got to hit this good.
Wow, and you got to watch out for this 10 ball.
Yeah.
One key ingredient missing there.
Putting the 5 in the pocket.
Put the 5 in the pocket. Yeah, you got to make the shot first. Shot first, shape second. I wish somebody would have smacked me in the head and told me my own advice last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, Ted. And you know what? You do start, you know, we've noticed there's a few guys out there that are trying to copy and do what it is that we do. Not to put ourselves on a pedestal, but I think we just do it better.
Yeah.
But I look at that as a compliment. If we weren't doing things right, if we weren't blazing the trail.
They wouldn't want to do what we're doing.
Of course. Nobody would want to do what we're doing, but when you look at the number of followers that we have, the numbers in and of itself kind of speak for themselves.
Yeah, there you go. Need to get Jam Up Apparel to come up with a cat coat or
absolutely.
Shirt, right?
Yeah, get into some
gear.
dog coats and cat coats and all of those things.
Perfect for those little things I don't consider a dog that you dress up and carry around in your purse.
Yeah,
that's not a dog, that's a little rat.
Yeah. Paul, right on. Congratulations becoming grandparents. I don't know if that's your first grandbaby, but it's always
first grandbaby.
Oh, there you go. Well, congratulations on becoming grandparents.
Yes.
That's always fun.
Yep. As soon as the kid's 4 or 5 years old, you can feed them sugar and send them back home to the parents just to punish them for.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and okay, so I'll say this: when it comes to Ted's comment there about us not dogging on the average pool players, that is all part of our business plan. That's part of what we want to be, and I can't say it enough. We're here for the game, and we realize that. Yes, there are master players, there are pro level players, that draws in a lot of viewers, but at the same time, how can we say that we're here for pool if we don't include everybody?
Well, we're big supporters of the junior program. We help run the CCS junior program in Calgary, and that's what everybody's got to do. They're the ones that are going to grow the sport.
Well, isn't that, let's be honest, that's the future of our sport.
You have to get more kids playing or pool will die. It's all video games and kids sitting at home on the couch and computer and.
Yeah, I would agree. And don't bubble wrap your kids.
Yep.
Let them understand. You know, there's got to be a winner, there's got to be a loser, but the lesson is in the losing. Right? Take that lesson, learn from it, and that's how you grow. That's how you get better. It's not about bubble wrap. Not everybody gets a participation ribbon.
I want a participation
Come
ribbon.
on. No. You will never get a participation ribbon.
No,
I won't allow that.
no, I want the first place trophy.
Of course, and don't we all? But if you slip or lose along the way, listen,
Yep.
I lost 2 straight last night. I played terrible. But there's a lesson in there, right?
Yep.
And I know what the lesson is. I have a hard time adjusting when I'm very acclimated to a diamond table. I have a hard time acclimating or reacclimating to a valley. I look at green cloth, and immediately my arm fires up. I want to put a stroke on it, right? But these tables actually play pretty decently
Yep.
for valley tables, and they roll pretty quick. So I couldn't make the adjustment.
No, I mean, I was actually playing really good last night. Just the pool gods were not on my side.
No.
As good as I played, that
Well, and I mean, therein lies the other lesson,
Yeah.
right? In that mental capacity, when
you have to have luck to win a tournament too.
Well,
And
yes.
I got unlucky.
Yes. However, when that happens, and like with what happened to me last night, I did not play well. I kind of allowed that to affect me.
Yeah.
And it seems that when you do that and you stay kind of in that negative mindset, the pool gods recognize that and will punish you for it. So
Phil-
I took a good lesson from my beatdown
Yeah.
yesterday in both cases.
Phil just called safe, so it's left a jump shot, but tough shape on the 8.
Right? But I was salty. You know that, right? I was salty last night. I was up till 3 o'clock this morning because I couldn't sleep, and I was very disappointed in my own performance. But I woke up this morning. It's a new day. I can come at it with a fresh approach, a fresh mind, and try to get the lesson out of it.
Yeah, Ryan, if you remember, message us next week, and I'll get you more info on that. And congrats on your finish out there. I'd seen you came in second there with that event you guys had.
Yep.
We were rooting for you because you got the best name out of anybody.
Yeah. Only because it's Ryan and Grant on the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and me both, Ted, right? And I apply a lot of my own pressure to myself because I always want to perform well. And, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. But like I said, when you don't play well and you know you're capable of playing better and you allow that to kind of get in your head, the pool gods will make sure they punish you to give you the lesson.
Yep.
And you can't ignore the lesson, right? That's important.
I'd take the 13 first here, I think.
I think I don't mind the way he's playing it, depending on. You want to stay off the beach there. Yeah, I have done that many, many, many times.
Yeah, I've had where I made run out hard, make it, but it's still good. You made the run out.
At the
Any way they come, I'll take it.
At the end of the day, if you get to the 8 and you drop it on in the pocket, that's the important part. How you get there, you might get a jelly roll, you might get a rub, you might, get some shape that you probably shouldn't have, but that's pool.
Yeah.
That's the way the ball rolls sometimes. So it looks like they're going to take a quick break here. We're going to run another quick commercial here from one of our sponsors here, Jacoby Custom Cues. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this commercial here. Enjoy. It is Jacoby Custom Cues.
So we're back. They're still ran to the washroom. So
Indeed.
let's put our cue draw back up here. So I've added I found the GoFundMe link here. So it's gofundme.com/Q Sports Live. It's a direct link. So what that is we do have a coupon pack. It's a legal way of us doing the Q raffle. We're selling coupon packs. With that, you get a free entry into our Q giveaway contest. So if you're in Canada, qsportslive@gmail.com for an email money transfer. Anywhere else, gofundme.com/Q Sports Live. Include your email in the comments and we will send that off to you. We appreciate any support.
You know that Hunter is an amazing cue. The price on it's amazing as well.
The Hunters, the Ronin's the cue of the year, the big one. But
yeah, well, all of those have been award-winning cues. So those cues that we run through the commercials range anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000 for a pole cue.
They're still off, so I'll run this Ronin, which was the cue of the year last year, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Or 2016, one of the two. But anyway, this is an amazing cue. So here you go. And that was the $27,000 or $28,000 US cue that Ronin, that one cue of the year.
Some amazing workmanship in there, and yeah, ironically with a $28,000 cue, you get one shaft with it, because all the work is in the butt end of that cue. But I would assume that if you want to buy a $20,000 or $30,000,
they'll give you an
cue,
extra shaft.
You could probably negotiate an extra shaft in there.
Although it all depends on the work, I guess, into the ring work and stuff on that shaft to match up to.
Even still,
yeah.
Listen, if you're going to spend $30,000 or $28,000 on a cue and you want me to make you an extra shaft, done.
Yeah, there's that GoFundMe and email address. GoFundMe.com/Q Sports Live is the direct link.
Hey, thanks, Joey. Appreciate you tuning in. The easiest way to do it, Stanley, is just Google GoFundMe. Go on to GoFundMe and then just do a search for Q Sports Live.
Popped up, yeah. GoFundMe.com/Q Sports Live. I'll give you the direct link.
I always found that sometimes those links don't work. So I always just go to GoFundMe and then do a search. Comes up.
Yeah, I don't know. You buy a $30,000 cue, I'd be scared to play with a thing.
Yeah, it's yeah. You wouldn't see me at your local pool hall
but
with it.
If you got the money to buy a $30,000 cue, I don't think you're too worried about it. You just wouldn't want to get a little mad and try to snap that thing like some guys if you're playing with it.
Oh. That would be heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah. Just needed to win that Powerball when it was like 1.3 billion Canadian. I'd buy that and snap it on the stream for fun.
Yeah, right.
Buy a couple of the cues of the year and have a sword fight.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? After about the $500 or $600 range, you're paying for materials and sort of inlays and fancy more than performance.
Work, yeah.
Yeah. performance is pretty much all in that joint and the shaft. So
Yeah.
for any of the new players out there, yeah, it's not. I mean,
Don't start with that.
No, a good. You know what?
Don't go spend $30,000 on a cue to start with. All right,
A
don't do that.
good quality cue from $200 to $500
Absolutely.
will last you for as long as you're ever going to play.
You bet.
I mean, you might change a shaft or a tip or something around
Yeah,
after a while, but
for sure. Good morning, Pete. How are you this morning? Or afternoon, depending on where you're from. Late afternoon, evening, even into the evening. Pete Robertson, Adelaide, Australia, I believe. I think my memory is correct. Maybe I might be right.
I'm not going to answer because I'm not remembering either, so I'll let you sound bad.
Yeah, I would agree. You never know how it's going to hit. Although if I don't know how they do the awards, whether it's just inlay work and the beauty of the cue, but playability's got to have something in that.
With the cue of the year, I doubt it. But remember, while we had that Jacoby cue from Wenda that had 2,300 hours into it or something, or I forget what it was. That was crazy that we had. Or it wasn't 2,300. It was over 400 man hours is what it was into that cue.
Yeah. I don't know. There's, you know what? There's.
That one I doubt it because
no.
it's got the Ultra Pro shaft on it.
Yeah.
So.
At the end of the day, can you compare a $600 cue to some of the advancements out there that are better or cost more? No, I don't think so. You're going to find things like the Jacoby Black shaft, for example, that runs $475 USD plus shipping. Could you compare that to anything else? No, I don't think so. I don't think you're going to compare that to a Dufferin Sneaky Pete.
No,
right?
You can't.
So, but there is a threshold. There is a kind of a crossover when you. I mean, let's be honest. I'm never going to play with a $28,000 cue. I'm not.
No.
I'd never do it. But to spend, I've spent $2,800 on a cue. I would spend the $475 in a heartbeat for that Jacoby Black. But I've hit with it. I know what it's like. I know what it's going to do. Right? But it's kind of the technological advancements that is kind of making pool exciting again.
Yeah.
Right? Breathing in a little bit of new products into an old cue, right?
Or an
old design.
Every 3 to 5 years, it seems now you'll get something like what Predator did with the Revo and BK Rush, and that they got to advance for people to buy new.
Of course.
Right, and that's
of course. But I mean, you see the same type of things in all other sports, right?
Yeah.
This is why you look at tennis players, for example. Some like their the tension in the racket more than others, right? Some want Nike, some want Adidas, and it really does have a personal preference to it. But that doesn't mean you can take away from the technology involved in it. Right, technology is certainly one of the things, and I actually like it. I like those carbon fiber shafts. I've hit with the Revo. Revo for me personally hits a little tough. It's a little bit thick for my liking. But like I said, that's me. That's my personal preference. Right, not to say that technology hasn't had a part to play in the Revo. It does. But if I had the Revo sitting there or the Jacoby Black sitting there and I had my choice, it would be the Jacoby Black all day, every day, twice on Sundays. So with the break that we had and we ran those Jacoby commercials, guys seem to have lost a couple of the viewers. So let's see if we can smash that share button. Let's get them back up. This will give Phil Dennis a pretty golden opportunity here to put himself on the hill in a good position to take down the match.
Stanley, who just donated to the GoFundMe. If you can comment, please. Oh, there it is. Sorry, got it. Stanley Birkland. And if you guys win your send an e-transfer or GoFundMe donation, just under the comment, please include your email address, but I'll send this, Stanley, to your inbox on Facebook.
I don't know quite yet, Chad. There are talks about Stephen Halem, Joe Spence, Eric Vargas going down. The problem that they had, so they switched it from September, now they're back into April. The problem that they're going to run into is in April is all of the big year-end playoffs for most of the leagues in Calgary. So you're going to get some of the guys there that normally would go down, like we would normally go down to Four Bears. Whether we're streaming it or not would be irrelevant, but they're going to run into a little bit of issues with some guys not being able to make it simply because of the year-end playoffs.
If we sent all the Cuba, I think we've got everything out. It's not, well, it's a book, it's digital file.
It was a foul because he miscued and double hit it. You could hear that tick.
Yeah, when you hear that tick, it's your Q-tip hitting the ball and then your ferrule or shaft hitting the ball, that tick. So that is a double hit. As a miscue is actually technically a double hit.
Yeah, nicely worked out table by Phil here. And that'll put him on the hill.
That you see in snooker all the time. That's that if it's a miscue in snooker, instant foul, they're picking it up because that sound is your shaft or the ferrule hitting the cue ball.
Yeah. So Phil Dennis looking good.
Yeah.
He has put himself in a really, really good position. I would encourage John, don't give up. I've seen comebacks happen from 6-0 down. He isn't tough. He's got to bring it here. But I don't want to see him give up. I want to see him dig down. Cue ball fouls only. Yes and no answer. I believe with world standardized rules, it's the same as some VNEA, some BCA. If you swipe the table, I think it's 2 or more.
Yeah, 2.
And then if the cue ball crosses that path, it's a foul.
Impeding ball, yeah. Especially if a ref is watching, there's a chance they might call a foul for something else that you normally wouldn't, playing back and forth with your opponent.
Yeah.
Being there that. What was your score? 7. Yep. Keep that one. I got 2. I got an extra key.
They wouldn't be necessarily picking it up in snooker.
No, they won't pick up. They won't pick up the cue ball. No, they leave it there, and it's a choice, I think.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure when it comes to snooker rules.
No, they don't. It's not pick up ball in hand. It's the only time you got cue ball in hand in the kitchen is if the cue ball goes down.
It was a very close shot for sure. And I do believe, speaking of snooker, our deal with Snooker Canada, so they've got exclusive rights to Q Sports Live and live streaming all of their events under the Q Sports Live banner. And I do believe at some point when we are in Niagara Falls that Snooker Canada does have an event that will feature Michaela Tab as the ref, if my memory is correct. I'll confirm that.
If they still got that worked out, but yeah, they were trying to get her over here.
I'm pretty sure they do have it worked out. There is one element of that we were going to add to that. Now we can't add to, but if my memory is right, I believe Michaela Tab. Watch for her on Q Sports Live. She'll be one of the refs or the main ref for one of the Snooker Canada events. So a miscue is a foul if you don't hit your object ball. If you want to get right technical, any miscue
Is a foul.
They're just not commonly called. Right? People all just say, "Oh, I just miscued," but that tick that you hear when you miscue
double hit
is your ferrule or your shaft hitting the cue ball after your tip has made contact.
Just stun this back half ball, 8 in the top right.
Hey, you bet, Chad. Yeah, I was. I do believe that the Forebears, that's Ray Poitra and his crew, they put on a phenomenal event, guys. If you've never been down to the Forebears, put it on the calendar. It's one of those ones that you just have to go to. $35,000 added. It's the second longest running tournament in all of North America. They do a phenomenal job running that tournament. But I believe it'll be Rachel Nadeau that does all the streaming out of there. Railbirds TV or something, yeah. But they'll be doing the live streaming out of there. And it is because she is local there.
Yeah, she does live there. She's good friends with Ray, and I mean,
yeah, of course. And they do a good job.
It's not quite the quality that we got, but she does do a good job.
She does do a good job. Yeah. Should we be calling our own fouls on miscues? I don't think it's been overly or widely called. It's one of those ones that's kind of accepted as, yeah, you miscued, okay, I'll just take it because you missed. Because 9 out of 10 miscues, you do miss your intention anyway. But it's one of those little idiosyncrasies within our game that, technically speaking, a miscue should be called as a foul.
And again, the only place you really notice that where it's an instant foul is in snooker, because they do have, most times, especially the TV matches, they do have a ref watching every shot.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, AJ. And you know what? Those that are watching and potentially going down to the Forebears, give Ray a shout out. You know, I mean, Q Sports Live isn't going to be there. We've been there for the last couple of years, and I get it from a business perspective. I understand why Rachel's doing it and we're not. I'm not salty about that at all. Quite the opposite of that. I think he does a phenomenal job, and I still want you guys to hit him up, right? Let him know, hey, Q Sports Live is still talking about you. We respect as a business decision why you made the choice that you did, and still go check him out. I mean, you know, I can't take away from the fact that Ray and his guys down there do a phenomenal job. They really do. They do a great job running that tournament. The Forebears is in April. It's in Newtown, North Dakota.
15th or somewhere around that.
Yeah, I don't have it on my calendar because we're not going there, but Niagara Falls will run March 12th through to the end of day on the 16th. And that's of March. It looks like we got another match on the other table. Finally, we get to go to the split screen. First match of the day where we've had 2 matches on the stream table. So Nick K and JS just starting the battle. And how is Phil looking on this? Snapping the 13, past the 3.
Tight.
It is very tight. Has to put a good stroke on this ball.
Wow,
and he did
nice.
hit that to perfection. Went a little bit far though. I don't think he's on the 9. He wanted the 9 ball next for sure.
And
But
Phil's, so I was going to say, Phil's game in the last year and a half, has he ever
He's
improved?
he's really come up. Yeah.
We see Phil play all the time. He plays in all the tournaments in Calgary, and
He does, yeah.
all that playing against all the top players has made him a hell of a lot better.
You know what? It's one of the things that we're really, really blessed with in Calgary is a really strong pool scene. That's where you see Steven and Eric and Joe and Ben and Russ Whittle, and I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Billy Thompson, Dwayne Bjornstad, right?
Oh,
It goes on and on and on and on.
We can name 50 top master players in Calgary that
If you cross your eyes, you'll see 3 tables. That a boy, Ron. I love it. But yeah, I mean, we're very, very blessed down in Calgary, and you know, you can always challenge yourself and your game because there's so many talented players there. And Nick Kruger takes game 1 on the left hand.
he's practicing.
Oh, is he?
So we saw a warm-up ERO.
Oh, I gotcha.
We'll go back over there when they start.
Absolutely. Let's go single. Well, and that's, you know what, that's it, Ted. And whether it's your dad, and so off camera about an hour ago, myself and another gentleman that was here at the tournament kind of got into talking about exactly this conversation, where typically what you see within our industry is the better you get, you move up to, you know, a master player, and then from there you're everybody looks at you like a Stephen Halem going, oh, you're a pro, you shouldn't be playing in this. And I actually have the complete opposite desire for that, because it seems that, and again, I think it's one of the fundamental fallacies within our sport, that it seems the better you get, the more punished you get. And it shouldn't be that way. And people keep talking about Stephen Halem. You mentioned it, that Ted's going to tell him that this is, you know, his last run with CCS here. And I don't like that. I don't want to see that. I would rather play against a guy like Stephen Halem and put my skills to the test, give me that experience, even put me against Shane Van Boning in league, put me against Jason Shaw, put me against Roberto Gomez, put me against any of those guys. Let them play league. You let them play league, I'll pay. I don't care what the dues are, because for me, those are really good lessons. It will do nothing but help my game. I don't want to spot. I don't want to handicap. I want to play them straight up, and I want them to bring their A game. That's how I learn. That's how I'm going to get better.
It's just the majority of people don't think like that, and it's tough. I see Ted's standpoint. He's up in the air about it, right?
Of course,
it's tough for him to say, well, I can let Stephen play, but I might lose 10 guys, right? Entering. It's again, it's CCS is a business, and yeah, it's tough.
Well, and again, right, I see it from both sides, from both perspectives, but I can only give you my personal, right? And my personal opinion is this, right? When you look at Stephen and his whole team, so you got Stephen Halem, you got Ben Francis, you got Joe Spence, all top-level players, and eventually those guys are all going to get up there as well. So now I don't get to play against a Joe, I don't get to play against Ben, I don't get to play against Stephen. How do I test myself?
Yeah.
Right? At what level do I get to compete at where I get to test myself? And for me to compete with those guys in league, for me, is the all-time best. That's the best thing that I can do. Of course, right? And I think, Cody, you hit it right on the head, right? For league fees, I get to play against a Shane Van Boning, a Stephen Halem, you know, a Roberto Gomez, Corey Dewell, John Mora. Bring it on. I would pay all day, every day of the week for those lessons.
Yep.
Right? But again, right, that's only my perspective, my opinion. It's one of the fundamental fallacies that I see within the structure of our sport is the better you get, the more punished you get, right? Oh, you're a pro player, you're not allowed to play. And I just think I think it's terrible. I think it takes away from the fundamental development of the skill level of our game. Right, but again, I'm going off on tangents. Who I'm assuming Phil
Yes,
Phil won
he
on
did.
the right hand side of the table. So I'm gonna actually leave you guys with that tangent, and Ryan Epp. I'm gonna run outside and do a quick weather check. Are we gonna do a shutdown restart?
No, because they're starting right away, and
okay.
We're only an hour into it. So.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. I'm going to leave you guys in the capable hands of Mr. Epp while I go check the weather. But I'll be back. I got nothing else to do. I may as well come do some commentating.
We actually got a good match starting on the other table here, Surge and Lake McKay.
Oh, yes. That will be a great match.
So we'll have split screen here coming up real quick.
You nailed it, Blaine. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, again, you know what? And I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one with those perspectives. So I know it may be wasted breath. It might be a wasted effort. But get a hold of your league charters and let them know, you know what? I don't want the top guys banned. I don't want the top guys to go away. They do nothing but push the envelope, push your skill level, push your mental development. And that's what this game needs. Listen, and this is exactly, look at, I'm going off on another tangent here.
Yep.
This is exactly how we're going to grow the game, is to keep those guys around. Sorry, guys, just had to cough there. Keep those guys around, utilize their knowledge to help everybody push the envelope. And you'll find, here's the interesting little side effect. So if I'm playing against Shane and Corey and all those guys, and I get up to their level, I'm now going to push their level, right? That's how you're going to get it from an outsider perspective who wants to invest money to help grow this game. In my opinion, that's the only way that it happens. If I'm an investor looking for an ROI or a return on investment for putting money into a sport, that's where I want to see my money go.
So yeah, it's all BC battle here. These are all BC players.
Indeed. Look at Lake.
That's kind of weird break he made there.
He's going to be doing some warm-up drills. There you go, Blaine. He's been to Calgary twice last couple months and loved getting destroyed by Joe. And it is, right? I mean, yeah, Joe, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Right? Sorry for all the side tangents here, guys. I can only give you my opinions, and I've been commentating on pool now for days. So if I go too long on tangents, just tell me to stop.
Need the shot caller.
I'll go check the weather.
So we'll keep it on the one table till Lake's opponent shows up and they start. You want to watch the warm-up? Okay. I pulled it up on the screen again, was watching. He's doing pretty good. No.
You in 9-ball teams?
My 9-ball?
Teams? Okay, 9-ball team?
Yeah, it was a good little warm up by Lake there. So yeah, there was a question earlier, watching the film match there, way back of what chalk he's using. He was using a blue diamond. He was up beside me here looking for his chalk and asked him what he was using. So I can't remember who had asked that. If you're still on from back when, way back. Phil uses blue diamond. Oh, he shot that quick.
Third, center for table 21 here, match starting.
Lake is looking for his opponent. Surge. It's not around. It was supposed to start 5 minutes ago, so he is now on the clock. Oh, there he is. No, if you can see Nick screwing the rubber bumper back into the bottom of his cue. He's got that screw-in extension. That's a Predator P3. He's using with the Revo shaft, and it's, oh, he underhit that. You screw that extension in. He had the bottom piece unscrew when he took it off. Steven, well, there's, oh, Steven's out of the tourney. It's on the B side, but talking about Steven playing next year in the CCS, he's at that point where he's a pro caliber player, and they chance that he won't be allowed to play next year. I know I was talking to Ted about it. He's up in the air because, I mean, he's got Grant's sort of view. It's great to play the better players and be able to play the better players, but on a business standpoint, if it's to the point now where you get people seeing Steven's level of players, even Steven in the tournament, and you're getting guys not wanting to play. Again, it's unfortunate, but again, business, right? If you're going to lose 10 guys because you're allowing one guy to play, it's a money standpoint. That was a nice shot by Nick there. He played that with inside check to come off that top rail, straight back out. Next year, guys, not this year. Next league year, and it's and again, that's not our decision. That's up to the CCS. But I know, talking with Ted, the president, he's up in the air about it. He doesn't like not allowing pro level players to play, but
Alrighty, guys. Weather check did.
still snowing.
Nope, stopped snowing, and it was nice on my last weather check that I went out for. Sun was out and shining, but that's short-lived.
Yeah.
It's a little brisk outside to just wear a sweater, a jam-up sweater.
There you go.
You gotta
Get
support.
the little get the little
Give
product
a little,
placement.
a little plug when you can, right? That could very well be, and I don't want to go back on that tangent.
No, and I was just saying, again, I'll just say quickly, because I was talking with Ted, and he's up in the air about it too, because he's of Grant's mind that you play the better players, you get better.
That's it.
But again, and then there's the business standpoint where it's starting to affect entries in some of these, right? But
yes.
It's tough, and who knows what happened. It's not our decision, and Ted's going to hum and haw about it. And I know talking.
Yeah, and he's in for a tough decision.
And the one thing talking about, because we got Steven and Eric both entered in the U.S. 9-ball.
Yes.
Open 9-ball.
Yeah.
And Ted said, hopefully Steven does really well down there.
Yes.
It makes my decision easier. He said, right? That's the only.
Yes.
Like
yes.
he hopes any Calgary
well,
player
and
does well down there, but
and it's not just CCS. Every league has a no pro player status
BCA
or
is Fargo over 720. I think
yeah,
they're considered a pro.
That's right.
Which is Ben, Steven, Eric's getting close. Joe's right up there too,
yeah,
right? They're all on that borderline.
Yeah. Lake McKay rearranges the furniture on that right-hand table, but again, that's a tangent. We've gone down. I think we beat a dead horse.
And I mean, you can see both sides of it, right? And it's business and it's everybody's attitude. It comes down to that participation ribbons again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Cody, you and I again, right? We're of the same mind that way. I've already beat that dead horse, so I won't go down that again. But I'll suffice this to say I agree.
So Serge coming up on the right-hand table here. Do you play that 13 off the rail, off the 3, and try to open that all up?
Sorry, I missed. Where are you at?
Right here.
On the right-hand table?
Off the rail, off 3, try to open that up right away?
Well, you can do it two ways. You can play 15 with that breakout. I kind of like the 15 better because you're going to push the 5 and the 3 kind of into each other and really not effectively, I don't think, breakout. Where if you try with the 15, go into the 10, you have a chance of pushing the 11 over top of the hole.
Yeah,
I like pushing breakouts towards a hole.
I think that 3 ends up sitting over there, but
that a boy, Thomas. Yeah, so he did try it my way. Unfortunately, kind of got the unlucky jelly roll there and scratched in the side. But But I think that was the proper play. Excuse me.
Seems
But
like
you got to get the first ingredient first, and that's
like-
to make the shot.
like yesterday, try Grant's way, you go 2 and out.
Oh wow, yeah, yeah. No.
No,
It's not my
no.
table
Yes,
mapping
yeah.
that was wrong. It was my execution that was
That's
wrong.
yeah. Jay's looking good to get a game back.
You know what, Ted? I really hope that's true, because if that's true, Ohio VNEA, you're doing it right. You got to let the pros play.
But in talking with Ben and that whole team, they're sort of the mindset that, yeah, it's probably the last year with Stephen being allowed to play in most of the leagues, unfortunately, but
I think Lake McKay just froze himself to the backside of that 5-ball.
it's pretty close.
I think he is right dead frozen. Hey, you got the PTZ working.
Yeah,
When did you get that going?
this morning.
Didn't even notice that. Yeah.
Over here, yeah. There's the guy we're keep talking about, sitting playing his match behind us.
Yeah, there you go. Well, at least they're letting him play though, Ted, so you gotta love it. I don't mind that. All right, Serge back at the table on the right. We got Nick at the table on the left, about to break. Wow, the odds spit out on a Valley table.
And I think Serge this year, I think he was last year, if I remember, I think he was a B.
You know
moved
what,
up to the
Serge?
A.
Yeah, Serge's game has come a
Yeah,
long way in the
yeah.
last year too. He's put some time in. Todd, I wish we had recliners, but
That's what we
you know
need,
what? At least
massage
it's
chair.
not. Well, at least they're not the wooden chairs.
No, they got a little bit
wooden
of cushion.
chairs are tough. They are tough action to sit on a wood chair and go for days on end trying to commentate. What's going on, Junior? Welcome back. Guys, help us out. Smash that share button. We got some good matches on the stream here.
Oh, we got should be back to back till about 8 o'clock tonight now.
Absolutely.
If I can say back to back anymore, might go to midnight. Time is our last match scheduled is 10:30 p.m. If it double dips, it's midnight.
11:59.
That's with the double dip.
With the double dip, yeah.
That's past my bedtime.
That's past my bedtime too.
So if it goes to a
But-
double dip in the final, sorry guys, we're in bed.
Not at all. I'm good. I'm good. I got my coffee going, brother.
You got to warm up for tomorrow. If I get a hold of Jeremy.
I don't know, Ted. It depends on which system you go to. So, for example, Southern Music League in Calgary, they also subdivide the ABC. So I believe there's 3 levels of B. So you start off in B3, B2, B1. Then you've got, wow, what a jump shot by Lake McKay. Sorry. What a jump shot. Unfortunately, no good shot goes unpunished. So he'll keep out the short stick for the 8-ball, looking to jump this full table along bank into the left-hand pocket. What a jump shot.
I'd like to say hi to everybody out in
Sorry, I got Mark Mapatak sitting behind me. So again, with Southern Music subdivided, even the ABC. So you've got B3, B2, B1, A3, A2, A1.
No.
And then Masters on top of that, or Open and then Masters. So, but again, it's a really big league. It's probably Calgary's largest league.
It's a or
SML.
yeah.
Subdividing even the ABC.
Yeah, well, and I don't mind that.
Again, I wish we could do the instant replay. It is not set up. I'm going to have Ryan do that right now so that it is set up. We now have the availability of replay. So if we see another shot like that, we will bring it to you. And we'll keep that replay going all day long. Surge on the right-hand table here, looking good.
Is there a score over there?
Nope.
No.
No score yet, but Surge looking good to take a 1-0 lead over Lake McKay. Left-hand table, a lot of work.
Ooh,
to
he
do.
left that long.
He did. Kind of underhit that. Might have a little bit of nerves playing
Well,
against
yeah,
that
and
Lake
it's
McKay fella.
Gonna have a little bit of an anger or a longer shot on that 8-ball now too.
Well, you can do this two ways. You can draw on that 13, put the 8 into the right-hand side, or just follow up and put the 8 to the top right-hand.
He's putting it in the side pocket here, I think.
That
maybe
is the other option to play safe. May as well play the horn safe.
I heard him. I heard him call that.
Yeah, he was looking to go 2 rails for the 8 to the left. I kind of like just the roll-up.
Yeah.
Roll-up shot, you would have had the 8 to the bottom right. Even if you come a little bit long on that, I think it's a very accepting pocket up to that top right-hand corner.
Lake is calling it in the back right corner where his cue is there. I think he's looking to
You
bank it.
are 100% correct, Ted. The replay does seem to cause a little bit of issues, but we'll give it the old college try again.
Well, and you know what? Again, that was in the VNA there. Ted welcomes it, talking to him. If it's on these tables, he's...
Well, the replay causes camera issues is what he's saying.
Yeah, okay.
Because I ran a replay yesterday, and that's what caused all the issues.
Oh,
That's why that camera was frozen. I played the replay, and then it just caused a whole bunch of debacles.
User error, I think. We'll see.
Perhaps.
We'll try it. We'll
Yeah.
see. If it crashes, we're going for a nap.
All right, let's see if Surge can bear down 13 and 8-ball. Same pocket. Hits that perfectly.
Unless he's talking about the VNA. Couple times we used the replay. No.
Would agree with you there too, Ted. It should be a gentleman's sport, but I mean, you know what? Pool's no different than any other sport. You're going to have the one-of guys or
Cheaters.
the attitudes or, blah, 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 question mark, dot, 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 right? Those type of players and attitudes and so on and so forth, you're going to find those in all sports.
Nice save by Jay there.
Right, it's certainly not something that that we want to showcase. So if
Nice
you
return.
are, if you were tuned in for that VNEA ref call kind of situation that happened, that's why we deleted that video. Number one, we were asked to do it. Number two, we did not feel that it showcased what it is that we want billiards to showcase. Yeah, I almost Hulk smashed yesterday, Clark, when I played that replay, and then it threw monkey wrenches into the entire system, and I almost Hulk smashed the system yesterday. And Serge came out with an absolute hammer break, but has left this table really, really tough. 12 ball passes up past this 1 ball down to the bottom left. He could draw in off that 12 ball to get to that 15. Don't know if the 10 passes the 7. If not, it's tricky, because you do run the risk of potting that 8 ball. Yep, I would wholeheartedly agree. So I'll touch on this. It may be a little bit of a controversial topic here, but I'll touch on it like this, with the ref kind of getting the gears on that. And I'll explain it this way. I had absolute front row seats to everything that was going on, obviously, commentating when that all happened, and I'll explain it this way. There are things that happened during the time when the ref was watching the replay that wasn't shown on camera, which caused the ref to look away from watching the instant replay. And when he looked back, he only saw the 8 deposited into the corner pocket. He never saw the hit on the 5. So that's why he called that a good shot. The ref is getting roasted online, and I don't agree with that.
No.
Whether it's a bad call or not, and it was, he admitted to it afterwards and so on and so forth. But this sport needs refs like that guy that are willing to show up, to put themselves into a position to even make a call, be it good or bad. Was it a bad call? Yes. Does that mean that he should be roasted the way that he was?
No.
Absolutely not. Because there's things that happened.
Well, and there's bad calls in any sport for refs, right? It's human error. I mean, unfortunately, he should have watched that replay a couple times, but
of course,
it's
learning lesson though, right? And listen, he's no no slouch ref.
No, he's been
at
years.
it for 15 years, the same as myself. Guillaume, this is not Ben, it's Grant on the mic.
And again, it's first time probably for him even having the option of a replay.
Of course.
And it's tough looking on a phone.
Of course.
So I mean, it's
well, and like I said, he was distracted from that, and when he looked back, all he saw was the 8 go into the hole, and that's why he said, "Okay, 8 was called in the pocket. That's where it went. It's a good hit."
Well, and again, there's a time factor there too. That's been taken so long to get to that point, and arguing back and forth. They need to keep stuff going to keep everything on schedule. So I mean, he's lucky. The 8 ball, he missed it. 8 ball looks good. Good call.
And I'll explain it this way, Ted. As a ref, think about it this way: when you're a police officer,
use every tool available.
You're going out to investigate what happened. You're going to use every tool to your advantage to make the proper call, and that's what he did. Regardless of whether there's a stream table on every match or not, is irrelevant. The fact is that in that particular match, the video replay was available to use. And as a ref of 15 years, if that was available to me, I would absolutely 100% use it, regardless of whether every stream or every table was streamed or not. It was a situational call, and therefore it does involve investigation. And I will use every tool at my disposal to figure out what the proper and right call is. Where things went wrong is when he did not review that replay twice, which he should have done. But again, it was a bad call, yes, but does that mean he needs to be roasted the way he was? Not even close.
A little unlucky for Jay there to have that 13 stay in the way.
Well, and that's, again, it should never have even come to the point where the ref needed to be there.
No, it's the player's responsibility to say, yeah, sorry, that was a foul, I lose.
Right? It should never have even come to that ref needing to be at the table. That's my opinion. A little bit overstruck by Lake there. Right, and like I said, you know, I've been a ref for 15 years. It is a very thankless job, and this sport needs both guys and girls to be willing to put themselves in a position to make the call, be it right or wrong. We need more refs, and this is why you don't see good quality refs. This is why you don't typically see refs that have been in the sport for a long time, because it is a very thankless job. What's up, Jackalope Hunter? That is a very long convoluted as to what we are talking about. So
go back about an hour and replay everything for him.
Yeah. There's a lot of topic of conversation here today, but listen, and what I'm saying is only my opinion. That's all I can come from is my perspective on things. So you got it, Kevin. 100% agree. That's where 100% being a sportsman comes into play here.
Oh, Jay's in trouble here on the left-hand table now. I think that miss.
Yeah, that'll bring Nick to the table with a good look. Nice shot from Serge there. Tries to get back under this 3 ball. Can take the 3 ball, get underneath. Ted, it's all good. We were actually going to put out a post about it anyway, so. I'll agree with that as well.
Oh, he missed trying to play that with inside.
That's what we were talking about. You got it, Ryan. Depends, Daniel, on which league you're reffing for. If you go to Vegas to ref, you get paid there. SML, you do not get paid. That's the one that I've been reffing for 15 years. I've had 15 years of volunteer time at Southern Music.
The CCS refs here do get paid. So, Lake comes back with one.
Yeah, so now that we're again off on another tangent, we do have some really good matches on the stream here, guys. Help us out, smash that share button, and we'll give the viewing audience here a look at the Jacoby Custom Cue giveaway we got going on. It's for the CSL Viewer Advantage, $20 if you want in on it. If you're in Canada, you can email transfer that $20 to qsportslive@gmail.com. If you're outside of Canada, www.gofundme.com/qsportslive is where you want to send it. You are buying the coupon pack, CSL Viewer Advantage. Within that is an entry into that cue giveaway for a Jacoby Custom Cue, value of $900 USD. She is a beautiful, beautiful cue.
It's got the Ultra Pro shaft. Just make sure the only comment you guys we need is your email address so we can send that to you.
Some pretty cool things in that CSL Viewer Advantage.
Well,
you got Max Eberly, you got Jam Up, you got some discounts from Q Sports Live. Some pretty cool stuff in there. Holy, they are dropping like flies on that right table. Lake McKay brought the break.
Low balls, I think what he's stuck with here.
These are the top rank guys. These are the A players. This is the top.
These
top
are
of the heap.
Advanced is the CCS. A, B, C. A is advanced, B is open, C is their standard, is what they call it.
I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, Daniel. I've never approached it from that standpoint. I've ref for 15 years, and whether I'm paid or not, I'm there to do a job, and I try to do the best I can. Does that mean I haven't made bad calls? I have. I absolutely have. Does that mean I feel I deserve to be roasted? No, that just means I'm human. But to have that ref roasted the way that he was, I don't agree with that.
So Lake's going to have to come with a shot here to get shape back down table. Off the rail, bottom right, draw through the window.
Yeah, draw right through that 14-15 window. And hits it nut perfect. The question is, can he get the 6 ball into a pocket? I don't know if he can see enough of that 6 to put it into the top right. Or you could take the bank option here. I know he can see enough of it to bank. Same pocket as the 4 ball. What's going on, Pete? It was horrid, Daniel. Did he bank that 6 ball?
No, he cut it in. Lots of room.
He's obviously saw more of that than what I thought he could.
Jay to break on the left-hand table.
Indeed, non-stop action here at Q Sports Live today, guys. Help us out. Smash that share button. Invite your friends, your family. Share to your personal wall. Any of the pool groups that you're associated with. Let's see if we can get some numbers up. These are the top of the heap players, guys. A lot of training on what to do here. These are the players you want to learn from on what you should do on the table.
Just learn not to break like that. Dry.
Yeah.
I did a lot of that
Although,
yesterday.
you know what? If you're going to break dry, that's kind of the way you want to do it, because
Leave it tough.
it's a little bit congested. There's definitely work there on the table to do. Nick's going to have to control that cue ball really well in order to run this rack out. So
I'm
looks
looking.
Like, looks like he's calling that 6 ball, 3-6 combination.
Yeah, I'm looking down there. That's tight for that. To get by that 13 for the 3.
It is tight, but I think if he hits this with right hand, that'll throw it to the left.
Yeah.
Then he'll be able to sneak that 6 in. Sort of kind of like that.
You can use the template if you want in the CCS.
So long as you make it available for your opponent to use if they desire.
Yep. Watch outside
Uh-oh.
pocket.
Look out.
Horny.
A little bit of horn shape. Joe. Somebody
foot?
kick that camera. Can
It's
you
Joe's
stop
foot.
that from shaking?
Right on it, yeah, sorry. Is it the move?
Yeah.
See it.
Back?
No, we're good. No, it's just bouncing. It's not going to move. It would just like we're on a boat.
Yeah, yeah. Small earthquake here in
Ocean motion.
in Penticton, courtesy of Joe Spence's foot. Nice thin end to win, or thin end cut from Lake there. And not looking too bad. Biggest trouble on the table is that 13 ball. I'm kind of wondering if he's going to try this right here. Take that ball up to the top right, try to shoot the window between that 6 or 2-4. Nice little rub off. Does he get the window?
I think you got it.
I do believe he got the window. Will that 9 play off the 8 or the 7 into the side pocket? Can he hold to even get there? Or do you play into the 9? Tried to play into the 9, I think, there. Oh, this still could work. 12 ball, right hand pocket. Try to go 2 rails underneath the 14, 14 to the left. Shoot the window between the 1-7 for the 9 ball. Dean, this is definitely live. We are live here at the Lakeside Resort in Penticton, British Columbia.
Took you a minute.
Hey?
You have to think where we're at?
Yeah. This is the CCS BC Championships. I almost said Phoenix. I'm still on Phoenix time. Hey, you're welcome, Dean.
Nice lead by Lake.
Yeah, really well done. Decides to play the safety instead. Oh, wow, what do you do here? That's a really well played safety. Can't leave the cue ball down there. Can't draw off the 4 straight back. Can't really chip. So do you chip the 4 into the 2 with bottom right, chip off the left side of the 4, go over to the side rail and go back underneath behind that pack?
Maybe. It's a lot of movement to get safe.
It is a lot of movement to get safe, and it's kind of a hit and hope, but I think no matter what you try to do on that table, you're going to be a hit and hope. Because I don't see an offensive shot here. Unless the 2 plays off the 5 into the side, you might have a 4-2 off the 4 ball 2 off the 5 into the side pocket.
Oh, he's going to kick the 4 back in the corner.
That is also a very good shot.
Well, if he hits it, he can maybe sit in behind that 5.
Only problem with that is
5-2.
if you make it, then what?
Then you worry about your next shot. See what comes up after. Oh, he's calling that.
2 ball. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that will bring Lake to the table with a good opportunity if he gets the nudge. He did.
Nick's got to try to hold this for that 8 ball somehow here on the left.
I'm wondering if he's going in with some right hand. Maybe go into that. Oh, beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Very, very well played. Used a lot of inside right hand spin to hold and then come off that rail straight back in. Beautiful shot. And Lake McKay looking good here. Might be a little bit straight on this ball. Might have to take the 9 ball here. Shoot the gap, shoot the window. Yeah, touchy little shot here. But I think if he puts this over just to the left-hand side rail of where that 9 is, he'll get the window. Oh, he could touch draw that. Really nice shot. I thought he had too much angle based on what we saw on the live stream, on our view, but obviously not.
This is tough bridging over that ball, though. That's the only thing makes it a little awkward. Doesn't have to do much, but just straight in.
Yes.
But yeah, that's.
And you see the best of the best even miss with those shots.
They're tough.
Bridging over top of a ball is no easy shot. I see Mr. Royce Kwan has a ref jersey on, putting in some hours.
Hate the lagging.
Dean, if you're lagging, back out of Facebook and come back in again. We have a 98 upload rate, 98 megabytes per second.
Best internet connection we've had so far.
Absolutely. So if you are lagging behind, back out of Facebook, close it down, come back in again.
So we do follow along on the tablet. That's how we read our comments. So there's nothing lagging. We normally see it if it was bouncing around
Yeah.
choppy on our end, then
But sometimes that is the connection on a viewer end as well. So if you're connected via Wi-Fi and you don't have a very strong Wi-Fi signal, you will get lagging from that. Nice shot from Serge. That was always going to be a trouble ball, and played it two-way. Broke it out and left it safe. And the thing I like about this skill and the mindset here is you leave Lake right close to that 7 ball. Don't even give him the option to jump. He's got to try to find a kick here.
and that's a tough kick.
It is. The only thing I see is a 2-rail kick behind the 4 ball. I don't know. If
I don't
you
know.
can
This
kick
is a
one.
tight. Yeah, it's.
I think that 6 might be in the way. But again, right, our angles are going to be a little bit different than what's actually true on the table. We don't get to see quite the same angle that they do.
Wow,
Look at
how
this.
do you hit that?
Look at this. How do you do that? Let's check it out again. We've got to see it. We'll wait for this 8 ball to be sunk. Let's see that. Let's see that that shot again. So well done. Absolutely amazing. So apparently he could see the 1 rail hit. He saw that only to perfection.
Well,
That's how you get it done.
Lake is one of the top players in BC.
I would agree. Yeah. There's a lot of top
Oh,
players.
Nick way
here.
overhit that.
He did. A lot of top players. Nick Kruger is one.
I know.
Phil and Stan Taranjo. More, I guess.
Phil's
Stan.
in Alberta.
Yeah, more Stan. Brady Golan. There's so many BC players that play really high level pool.
And Nick's been one of the top, but he's been out of practice. He's been working lots, so he hasn't been playing as much.
Yeah, those are the shots that keep you playing for sure. Same as me in golf. Out of 18 holes, I hit 1 good shot, and that's what keeps me going back. I hate it when I'm not hitting them throughout golf, but it's that one shot that keeps you coming back.
Yep.
Keeps you thirsty for more. So guys, once again, help us out, smash that share button. Let's get some viewers going. 123, come on.
3 o'clock on a, is it Wednesday to Thursday today?
I don't even know what day it is. Don't matter the day. We got 120
Thursday.
viewers for an advanced match. Come on.
It's still work time.
Share it up. And those type of shots are such massive confidence boosting shots. I expect Lake to play extremely well through the rest of the match here.
It is 2:15 here. It's 3 o'clock back home in Calgary.
It is. It'll be 8 o'clock somewhere. It'll be tomorrow somewhere.
Yep. Pretty quick with Adelaide or whatever. They're 12 hours ahead or something crazy.
Yeah. 3-1 for Lake, Ryan. Yeah, such a confidence boosting shot. Did underhit that a little bit. He might have to play into the 3 ball here. Take the 3 ball with a little bit of right hand spin off that side rail. Kill into the 3, put the 10 into the side. Might have to come up to the top rail and back, or the bottom rail and back, given the angle he would have on that 10 ball, but we'll see how he chooses to manipulate it. He can go across too. Punch this straight across into the 6 ball. Uses the 3 instead, which I don't mind. 10 ball into the right hand side pocket, off the bottom rail, back up. could go underneath it as well. Yeah, see, there you go. Pete Robertson from Adelaide, Australia says it's 8:15, or sorry, 8:50.
It is
Friday
tomorrow
morning.
already. Yeah.
Oh, he could see enough of that to hold it. That's even better. Straight draw on the 13. 8 into the top right-hand corner.
Oh, under hit that. You need to come another 6 inches.
Oh, he may not have that. He may not have that ball. Oh,
How's that for an angle?
he had it all day long. He was toying.
Yeah.
He was just playing.
He wanted another replay shot.
Yeah, he was just teasing. Apparently, we're supposed to replay a shot of Nick on how he got out from behind that 8 ball. Can we replay it?
We're only got 20-second replay.
Oh. Sorry, guys. We are past it.
Yeah, 90-second total. So just with the settings, that saves us having to search back all the way through a bunch and a bunch of issues with the time. If we do a full replay, then we got to scroll back and try to find it.
Thanks, John.
Right away, if you guys see a shot you want replayed, let us know, because it's a one-click back, 20 seconds, but I can go back 90 if need be. But
And you do that with this?
that's the automatic 20-second back.
Oh,
Ooh.
Serge tries to come out of his shoes on that break.
Yep. That ended up a few
Oh,
tables
but
over.
It sure did, but you know what? There's still a lot of work to do. In CCS, they play the CCS World Standardized Rules, so with that will be ball in hand in the kitchen.
Another dry break by Jay.
Yeah. And they're crushing the rack. So here's what I found. If I crush that rack, I'm not making a ball.
Yeah.
But if I go at it at half the speed I normally do, they spread and I get
Yep.
2 balls on a break.
Just a medium
Yeah,
stroke,
medium
nice stroke,
break.
especially if you're using a thumper.
Yep. Yeah. Right? So Nick Kruger at the table on the left. We got Lake McKay at the table on the right.
We're being invaded by zebras.
We are. We've got refs everywhere in the room. And it's good to see. You know, Royce Kwan is obviously a longtime viewer
Supporter of ours.
of Q Sports Live, big supporter of Q Sports Live, and decided to throw on the stripes.
Yeah,
Getting the
there's a couple of
lessons.
them hanging out over there.
The Wayne Knight there, very, very, very long time ref, certified by CSI,
VNEA.
VNEA,
CCS.
CCS. He's got all the accreditations.
Yeah, well, he's retired, and that's what he does now is travel around and ref.
Yeah,
so
he's
yeah,
a career ref, and we need more guys like that.
Yep.
Willing to put themselves in the position to be there.
Yeah, and that was Michelle, Royce, and Wayne sitting over there.
Yeah.
And then we got Bill Fenton in the room too, who's another head ref for the CCS, ACS.
Absolutely. Very knowledgeable ref.
Yeah, another former teammate of mine.
And it looks like we're going to see Wayne Knight in action. He's going to use his ball marker to get the magic rack out of the way. So we'll watch Serge on the right-hand table. He is looking good. He can claw this and make this a 3-2 match. And really important game here. You want to make this 3-2 as opposed to being down 4-1.
Oh, yeah. Especially the alternate break. It makes
Yeah.
it tough to come back.
It really does. So you'll probably see Surge's full effort in this game. Not that he hasn't been in the other games,
No.
but his level of concentration might go up a little bit here. And you know what? Let's show that. Never mind. Too late. All right, so now with the magic rack removed, Nick is going to go to work. Got a little bit close to the work on that 15 ball. So that'll show you that is a lot less
So all these down here.
Oh, and whatever's highlighted.
that it shows on this
Yep,
shot.
this-
It's a lot less space in between. So it's those type of examples, guys, that makes it tough for us to kind of see the angles, see how close the balls are together.
There's going to be another call over here by Wayne's back in action.
Yeah. Kevin, yes, there is practical as well as written. So you do the written test, and based on your score, you'll either be put into a jersey to come out onto the floor. You'll probably shadow one of the head refs. Oh, nice shot. What a nice shot. Even hits that with some spinach.
Oh, yeah. A little juice on there. Blake
Little bit of the
did
juicy
get another
juice.
one there.
So Nick is looking good here. Take this 10 ball into the top left-hand corner. Check out one rail. Put the 14 into the same pocket.
Yeah, I know with the ACS, there's an online written test you can take, and then there's a practical where you come to one of these tournaments and work with the head ref.
Yep.
They take you through some coaching and training throughout the day, and then you have to get so many hours in on the floor.
And as you can see, Nick was hoping to get the little jelly roll off the 4 ball. Instead, he is behind it. So I have a funny feeling he's going for the short stick. Instead, he walks away from the table. I think he's taking his break to go out and use the men's room.
This is what he's left with, though. It's a pretty straight jump.
It is a very straight jump.
Get in shape on that 8 ball after.
Yeah. And I think he was kind of a smart play there. Go take a little quick break.
He's doing the pee-pee dance, maybe.
Oh, no. He just went outside to get his... I see.
Oh, he didn't have
That's
his
where
jump
his
gear,
case
yeah.
was with the short stick was out in the hall.
We'll go back to the other view and watch him see if he hits this. Although I think he's going to be in the way to see on that angle, but
He's just waiting for Serge to make his shot. And maybe even the next shot. What's happening, Mr. Arkand? How are you today? And I would assume now he's going to have to wait for... Oh, no. Nick decides to go in.
This one you can't see. So it's
Beautiful jump shot. Really well done.
yeah, a little tough on the 8-ball, but
Yeah. He did try to pop that with some draw, though.
he did, yeah.
And he actually executed it well. He just rubbed that 8. Of course, what's going on, John Smiley? Welcome to Q Sports Live. And if for yourself and anybody else that is a first-time viewer to Q Sports Live, number one, welcome to it. We will be live here until end of day Sunday, bringing you all the action for the CCS BC Championships being broadcast out of the Lakeside Resort here in beautiful Penticton, British Columbia. And if you haven't done so already, head on to either our Facebook page or our YouTube channel, click the like or subscribe button. By doing so, you'll be notified each and every time that we go live. You'll have the option to join in on the stream. And it is point and click easy. No forms to fill out, nothing to pay for. All of our streams are free to view. And for those that are new, we are your commentators. My name is Grant Zemp, sitting beside the one and only Ryan Epp.
Lake
And
is
whoever
5-1.
just whistled there, so a note to newcoming or players that have not been in a tournament,
Do not whistle for a ref.
don't do that. Don't whistle for a ref. That is the most distracting thing that you can do in a tournament room. Floyd, welcome to it. South Carolina. Hey, thanks, Conway. Much appreciated. And Serge a little bit sore with himself on making that cut shot on the 8 and then scratching into the bottom right-hand corner.
Puts Lake on the hill.
It does. And Jay with a nice golden opportunity to claw a game back here. Cut the lead of Nick.
There's a shout out to Nick and Jay. They're actually using the flip cards.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, helps us out.
It really does. Where'd the other flip cards go?
It's down here.
We should put it here. Wow. And another dry break from Serge. And we've watched him, you know, try to ultra smash the break. We've tried to take some off. These tables are just not being friendly on the break. That'll leave Lake McKay at the table.
Rearranging some stuff.
Yeah,
but he's gonna have to-
rearrange the furniture. If it
He's gotta-
doesn't go, rearrange it.
He's got to go through it again here.
Well, he
A
got a
little
little
unlucky.
bit of a rub there, but not ideally what he was looking for. Does he have the 3
Right.
ball? 3 off the top rail, off the 14. I don't know if he's got enough of the 3 to hit that cut angle. Can't quite tell from here. And it looks like Ryan was just dragged off into the principal's office to give them the information for, I believe, his tournament winnings. Lots of pop, no fizz. You got it, David. Dry like the desert. And if Lake pulls out this bank shot, excuse me, my voice is getting a little bit tired. I was going to say, if Lake pulls off that jump shot and got position. I would have really liked his chances to get out there. So let's see if Serge can mount somewhat of a comeback here, make it somewhat interesting for us. And the thing that I really like about Serge's game, so his game over the last year, he's put a lot of time in. Came from the B side to play in the A division this year. And he's put a lot of time into his game, and I don't think he's got an ounce of give up in him at all. Shows a lot of heart, and we've seen him and his game grow tremendously over the last year. He's put a lot of work in. Would have liked to have seen him come down and play for this 10 ball down on the bottom rail off that shot, because the 12's always going to be there, but I know he's looking down at that 11 ball thinking he's got to get down there, but that 13 ball is always going to be sitting there. I like to get kind of the top half done or one half of the table done, then go down to the next. But we'll see how he plays it. That was a really nice shot. And based on the pattern of play from here, 13, 11, 15, he's got to find a way to get from the 15 to the 10, which is why he's looking at reversing the pattern and maybe playing the 15 first. But the only problem with that is then you're trying to shape this 12 ball off the 11, which makes it even tougher to do. Which is why earlier in the rack when he had that shot into the side, I would have liked to have seen him come down and take the 10 first, then go back up and play the pattern out up top. That will work out beautifully. Even has a little bit of angle on this 10 ball. Smart shot to take that off the 15 ball, open that up off the rail. So 10 into the bottom right hand, one rail back out. Hits it perfect. Does he have some angle? Looks like he does. Nice little draw shot off the side rail, 8 into the side pocket. Looking good from here. Love it. Love to see the heart of a player come through. Never give up. We've seen a lot of crazy comebacks in this game. We have been witness to many. And I love to see the fact that that Serge isn't giving up. And it seems that that magic rack on the table that they're using on the left doesn't quite sit where it's supposed to. It's supposed to lay flat on the table, but I don't know if you can see it on this stream, but the right-hand corner of that magic rack is jumping up. Sticking up off the table, so we will see how he does on removing the magic rack. Really nice job, Royce. Absolutely, David, you know it. One shot at a time, one rack at a time. Although with the layout from Lake McKay, he is hampered by that 10 ball. No easy shot. You got to put the stroke on it. Just outside. That's 2 of those that we've seen Lake McKay miss. And they are not easy. Trying to bridge over top of a ball is no easy task. So with that, Surge is actually blessed with another really good opportunity. Take another game, start applying some pressure on the Lake. We'll see if the curse of the hill starts to affect Lake McKay. Mark, thanks for tuning in from Concordia, Kansas.
Yeah, we're going to be famous. We're getting in the local news.
Huh?
That's where I ran off to grab a card. They're going to put, they got the newspaper or something or other doing a big article on this, so they're putting us, Q Sports Live, in there so you can.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
I thought you got pulled into the principal's office to give him
Oh,
information
no.
on your tournament winnings.
No, that's the other thing they got. They actually do have my money ready for me.
Nice. So another one of these shots here for Lake McKay. He's got a bridge over top of a ball and misses the same way. Misses the same way. That's 3 of those now.
Yeah, it's not a bad leave, though, the way he's left it. There's not an easy shot.
Nope. There is no easy shot here.
I think maybe you run down, hit the 11, and try to leave the cue ball in behind the pile.
I think you're going to play safe off this 14 is what I would be doing. I'm just going to nudge the 14 right behind the 13. 14 will come off the rail to cover the 5-3-1.
Depends on how confident he is, because that's a touchy little shot.
It is a touchy little
See,
shot.
The 11's a little easier.
Like, didn't miss those against you last weekend for sure. And it's kind of odd to see him miss those, especially three in a row.
I got enough cues for now.
Yeah.
That money's going to pay some bills.
Hey, you're welcome, Larry. Thanks for tuning in from Utah. South of the border. We appreciate you tuning in, as well as everybody else, guys. If you are just new, help us out. Smash that share button. Let's see if we can get some viewers up. The more the merrier, as they say. Oh, nice shot. There he is. There he is. Pushes the 2 into a little bit of a precarious position, but all in all, not bad. 6 balls first. Oh, nice little draw stroke there to get on this 2 ball. 2 ball bottom right, 1 rail straight across. Doesn't really have to do anything fancy here, except shape the 8. I don't know if the 8 goes past that 12 to the top right-hand corner. See if we can give you the view angle here on this 8 ball. You know what?
Must go by there.
Absolutely has to go past. If he's tried to shape this out that way, without a doubt, that's just got to be there. For the win, Lake McKay is the winner in the match. We'll flip straight over to the left-hand table here, guys. Watching pool and playing Need for Speed. Multitasking, PJ. Love to see it.
Well, our next match up on table 21 be the winner of Stephen Holem, Phil Taranju.
That will be a really good match. I think that's the one they're playing behind us right now.
Yeah, and then on table 22, we're going to have Eric versus somebody coming from the A side. So 2 more wicked matches coming up.
Absolutely.
For 4 B-side matches, they're
Yeah.
going to be great.
No doubt. Prior to those matches, we will do a quick
Yes.
shutdown restart at the conclusion of this match, in fact. I do remember. Yeah. Back in the good old days, playing the Need for Speed. Fun game.
Are they on like Need for Speed 24 or something now?
Yes. Yeah. 11 ball, 9 ball. I think that's the 10. It is. 11 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball, 12 ball, 8 ball, Outsville. Shared all over Texas. And the Tri-State. And Oklahoma. Awesome, David. Much appreciated. Randy Gallant is watching. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you tuning in. And from here, pretty much like shooting fish in a barrel. Only thing he's got to be careful of is that 5 going past the 3, or sorry, the 10 past the 3 ball. But hit it pretty much not
Dead straight,
perfect.
yep. Just got to stop the cue ball is all you got to do.
Nope. Over here if you want. Yeah. Who put Steven on the B? Randy something. Can't remember his last name. I believe was his name. And with that win, that puts Nick Kruger on the hill.
Jack Ramsey.
Sorry, Jack Ramsey, right. I was close if you
Yep. And speaking
smash
of
those two together.
Randy Gallant coming in, our other buddy Wayne Gallant from down in New Brunswick there, they did get their cube tube truck
They
back.
did,
Yeah, their
absolutely.
Q-tube truck, yeah.
Rob Sakal or Sakal.
Yeah, Sakal.
So I actually sent them a message. Really glad to see that
They got their truck
that
back.
truck back. Wow, Dennis, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Rincon de whatever that says.
What, I don't know what MX is.
Yeah.
Is that Mexico?
Is that Mexico? I think it is. I think MX is Mexico. Well, thank you for tuning in, sir. Very much appreciated.
Need to find us a tournament on the beach down there.
Absolutely. Anywhere. Anywhere. We've had one from Punta Cana that had inquired. One I know was working on it in Jamaica to have us down. We've got an open-ended offer to go to St. Lucia from one of our viewers.
Yep. Michael, how you doing? Your bro was sitting beside us here. He's still out. Or he was 2 and out.
No,
he
was
won
3.
3 and out? Was it? Okay, he won
Lost on the A side, won 1 match on the B side, and then lost.
Okay. But yeah, he made a couple $100 winning the C qualifier.
Any upsets? Michael, I'm still upset. I went 2 and out.
Well, Steven and Eric are on the B side, so.
Absolutely. There's a couple of upsets there as well. I was so upset it took me until 3 o'clock this morning to fall asleep. So we'll see if Nick Kruger at the table has the opportunity to put this match away. 10-9 combination, stick around for the 11. 10
Yeah, that's
does
gonna be
not
tough.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't end where he wanted it
I
to
think
be.
he can break it out off of the 11 here.
Michael, it happens. What can you do? I got upset last night. Today's a new day.
Yeah, well, I made some money right off the start, so I'm all good. Upset I went out, but
Nice shot there. So I think this is Outsville from here. Push the 8 out of the way. Perfect. Sitting dead straight in for the 12 ball bottom right. Pretty much a hit and a stick. 13 into the left side pocket.
he's got to draw back a few inches.
Yeah, he
but
might have to draw a little bit.
must have a little angle on that he doesn't like.
Oh, good old 3 cushion. We were actually just in Phoenix, Arizona, at Shooters,
Bull
right?
Shooters.
Bull Shooters, and they had a 3 cushion table.
Really?
I think they
I've
had
never
2 of
seen
them.
one.
2 of them. That's why I say that that Bull Shooters was an amazing pool hall. They had like 18 7-foot diamond tables. They had 4 or 5 diamond 9-foots, 12 gold crowns, 2 3 cushions. It was an absolute monster of a pool hall. He might have to go up and down here. He did. Does he get the jelly roll? He does. Gets the junior jelly roll. Yeah, no pockets for sure. We know what that is.
Yeah, Nick with the win.
He used the whole pocket on that one.
So, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to reset. We'll be back at 3 o'clock, another 15 minutes.
Absolutely,
The next
guys. If you
scheduled-
haven't done so already, make sure you go onto our Facebook page, click that like button. By doing so, you'll be notified when we do come back. Appreciate everybody tuning in, and on behalf of myself and Ryan Epp, we thank you very much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you'll be back. In the meantime and in between time, we'll hit you with one of our sponsors' commercials here, and we'll do a quick shutdown restart. We'll see you in a few.
I haven't played this one.